websites www.cbn.gov.ng, www.nicom.gov.ng, www.pencom.gov.ng, www.sec.gov.ng. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call 0700 225 5226, 0800 225 5226, or +234 817 665 6273. Announcer, FSRCC.
When great minds meet, great ideas inspire and transform a great nation. Wherever you are, National Advertising Conference is calling.
So, join us. Let's share perspectives on how brand narratives are developing talents, inspiring alternatives, and supporting a more creative economy. Theme: Marketing Communication as an enabler of national transformation.
Yes, Abuja will be on standstill from December 6th to 8th, 2023. Venue: International Conference Center, Abuja. Time: 9 a.m. each day.
Register at www.nationaladvertisingconference.com.
National Advertising Conference 2023. Let's engage marketing communications for national transformation.
Turn up, let's turn the nation around.
You explain, Taya. Feel the pressure now when you come to my face.
Francesca. He goes down when my disconnect.
Better rest. You don't try, you don't do. Better rest.
But baby, I don't know that number.
Chee! Hey!
Oh yeah, now, say it with your favorite lyrics on Spotify.
Santa Claus is now right here at Solutions 93.9 FM, kids. And you can have a fantastic end-of-the-year party also. With just 2,000 Naira, you can see Santa Claus right here. And guess what? With the same ticket, you gain entrance into Solutions 93.9 FM's annual Kiddies End of the Year party.
Party after party, after party after party.
Parents, schools, churches, and organizations. From December 1, 2023, Santa Claus will be here with goodie bags for your kids. With this token, you can allow your kids to experience the wonders of Christmas and the pleasurable end-of-the-year season. If you demand, we can also transfer Santa Claus to your schools, your churches, and your organizations and anywhere at a discounted rate. All you have to do is reach out to us at 100 Obafemi Awolowo Way, Aweni House, Okeado, Ibadan. Or you can contact us on 0817-452-0785 or 0818-090-5832. Solutions 93.9 FM Santa's Grotto. Let the kids breathe.
You're listening to Smart Brains.
Check your time, 21 minutes gone past 11, right here on your Remedy Radio Dial Solutions 93.9 FM. And if you're just joining, this is Smart Brains. Okay, well, we've already done the revision from last week, Saturday, and of course, Zainab and Eniola have called in and they've given us, some of the months that they know. Now, do we remember Baila Shenkirawa? Baila Shenkirawa in Yoruba. I know that that you remember. But let me just leave that for a bit. Now, let's go to the story segment, and then we'll go to the French segment this morning. Now, I recall that our parents should be very important to us, and we should always be very, very obedient and, listen to whatever it is that they say. But when you decide to disobey and you decide to, not listen to or hear their advice, there is always drastic, things that might happen to you. Well, these three sisters, they are the daughters of a very popular seer in a particular village. And there were some instructions given to the seer about his father, but these daughters got so greedy and they didn't heed the instruction. Let us see what happened to these beautiful ladies, when you're already on top and then you go down. Just stay tuned, do not change the dial.
In a certain village, a long time ago, there lived an old man called Baba Fujusi. Baba Fujusi was a seer. It was these gifts that made people call him Baba Fujusi. For by looking into the palms of the seeker, he is able to tell the future of the person and provide solution to help divert any impending danger. The villagers and people from the neighboring villages would come to him, and not only would they know what it is to come, but will be told how to manage the situation. Everyone loved Baba Fujusi. They would bring him gifts, wrappers, beads, cowries, lots of food, and livestock to show their appreciation. But Baba Fujusi would usually always accept only 10% of whatever food item he was gifted, and would reject other gift item. He would usually say 10% would suffice, thanking them. For this was the custom of his father before him. His father had warned him not to collect more than 10% of whatever was given to him, as that is the will of Olodumare when he blessed the family with the gift of saying and helping others. Baba Fujusi had no wife. His wife had died 7 years ago, but the union was blessed with 3 daughters, Ireti, Abebi, and Iyabo. Ireti, Abebi, and Iyabo were not happy with how their father rejects the numerous gifts that were being brought to him. Why does father reject these many gifts? Abebi asked and wondered. I wish Father would accept these gifts, Ireti said. We will be so rich if only Father accepts these gifts, Iyabo whined. The three sisters wanted all the beautiful and expensive things presented to their father, so they agreed to do something about it. After much deliberation, they came up with a plan. From that day, whenever Baba Fujusi gets one of such visitors, Iyabo would stay by the door to see who the visitors were, so she could identify them, for that was part of the plan. And later, when these visitors returned to show their appreciation, Iyabo, on seeing them from afar off at the other end of their compound, would quickly alert her sisters, who would burn a leaf by their father's window. This leaf has the potential to make all who inhales it fall asleep immediately. They covered their nose and mouths with a cloth, as they would not want to be affected by the power of the leaf while they burn it. As the leaf burns and the smoke travels through their father's window, Baba Fujusi would fall asleep. Ireti would then receive the visitors in her father's stead. My father is resting and will be pleased to see all that you have brought. I shall deliver your message to him when he awakes, Ireti would say as she collects the items from the visitors. The three sisters would carry all they got from their deceits to the next village, which is their maternal home, and store it in their grandmother's hut, who is late, while they rush back home. This continued for some time, and neighbors who were close began to suspect something fishy. They knew something was going on. In the past, when people come to appreciate Baba Fujusi, they usually go back with a larger portion of these gifts. But now, the neighbors had observed that these visitors leave the compound empty with no gifts as they return back. A few minutes later, the three sisters are seen carrying large bags and baskets out of the compound to an unknown place. Baba Fujusi also had noticed that people no longer come to say thank you like they did in the past. Not that he was bothered about the gifts they brought, but he was worried. He wanted to know if he still sees the accurate thing and still gives the right solution. He would not want anyone to suffer misfortune as a result of his own mistakes. He also noticed that he was falling asleep more often in a manner he could not explain. Baba Fujusi was worried and sought for a solution. He decided to pay his friend Baba Lau a visit. Baba Lau had been friends with Baba Fujusi since childhood, and he was also a herbal doctor. I fall asleep in weird times of the day, Baba Fujusi said, relating his worries to his friend. And when I do, I sleep for long hours. I do not know if I am right but I think this sudden condition may have affected my ability to tell the future correctly, as it is my gift, Baba Fojusi said with a sad countenance. Baba Lao said as he sighed heavily. After thinking for a while, he offered prayers to Olodumare, the all-knowing God, seeking for wisdom and what to do to help his friend. When he was done praying, he brought out 2 small bottles containing some liquid potions. He handed them over to his friend. Take a little portion of the green liquid in the early hours of every new day. It will help you stay awake no matter what power that tries to get you to sleep. And take a little portion of the black liquid during the dark of the night when you are ready to rest, to bring you to sleep and rest for the day. Do this diligently until you get the solution to your problem, Baba Alao said. Baba Fojusi took the potion and thanked his friend as he returned home. Baba Fojusi followed the instructions of his friend diligently. 4 days later, a visitor who had come to Baba Fojusi some months ago came with food items and cowries to appreciate him, as was the conduct. The 3 daughters swung into action. They went to their father's window to burn the leaf like they had been doing in the past. My father is resting and will be pleased to see all you have brought. I shall deliver your message to him when he awakes, Ireti said again, as was her usual words when these visitors came. Happy that they are about to deceitfully collect another one of such gifts, but got shocked when they turned and saw their father standing behind, seeing what had happened. So you 3 had been behind my condition, and you do this because of your greed, Baba Fojusi yelled. The 3 girls realized that they have been exposed. Their father and the whole village was not pleased with their action. As a punishment, the girls were made to work as slaves in the king's palace all their lives. They lost their freedom and even the luxury in their father's house, which they had considered too little. This is the end of Ireti, Abibi, and Iyabo, the greedy daughters of the seers. I hope you enjoy the story. Now, the moral lesson is that we should not be greedy. The 3 sisters were greedy and they resorted to evil means, deceitful means, to get what they were not supposed to collect. And then they ended up even losing the little they had. Imagine how they lost everything, even the luxury they had. I hope this message is passed. Bye.
Okay, Ireti, Abebi, and Iyabo, we all heard what happened to them. Now, kids, our parents are important. If they give you, instructions, please obey. And if you're a greedy person like these 3 daughters, please try as much as possible to stop this bad habit, because it might lead to trouble and you may not like it. Just imagine how these 3 sisters ended up from luxury to being slaves. So don't be a greedy child. Now, that was a story from Iyagba's Epic Tales, and now we are moving away from that and going to another segment on the program this morning.
This is how we greet. This is how we greet. Baila Shenkirawa, Baila Shenkirawa. This is how we greet. This is how we greet. Baila Shenkirawa, Baila Shenkirawa. Hey!
Baila Shenkirawa.
Yes, so.
La Shenkirawa.
Benny.
La Shenkirawa. This is how we
Hey!
greet. Baila Shenkirawa.
Yes, so.
La Shenkirawa.
Benny.
La Shenkirawa. This is how
Let's go.
we greet. How do you say good morning? Ekaro.
Ekaro.
How do you say good afternoon? Ekason.
Ekason.
How do you say good evening? Ekale.
Ekale.
How do you say good night? Odaro.
Odaro.
How do you say good morning? Ekaro.
Ekaro.
How do you say good afternoon? Ekason.
Ekason.
How do you say good evening? Ekale.
Ekale.
How do you say good night? Odaro.
Odaro.
Baila Shenkirawa.
Yes, so.
La Shenkirawa.
Benny.
La Shenkirawa. This is how we greet. Baila Shenkirawa.
Yes, so.
La Shenkirawa.
Benny.
La Shenkirawa. This is how we
This
greet.
is how we greet. This is how we greet. Baila Shenkirawa, Baila Shenkirawa. Hey! Let's go!
How do you say good morning? Ekaro.
Ekaro.
How do you say good afternoon? Ekason.
Ekason.
How do you say good evening? Ekale.
Ekale.
How do you say good night? Odaro.
Odaro.
How do you say good morning? Ekaro.
Ekaro.
How do you say good afternoon? Ekason.
Ekason.
How do you say good evening? Ekale.
Ekale.
How do you say good night? Odaro.
Odaro.
Baila Shenkirawa.
Yes, so.
La Shenkirawa.
Benny.
La Shenkirawa. This is how we greet. Baila Shenkirawa.
Yes, so.
La Shenkirawa.
Benny.
La Shenkirawa. This is how we
This
greet.
is how
Okay,
we greet.
I decided to play this song so we can remember how we learned how to greet in Yoruba a few months ago. Ekaro, ekason, ekale, odaro, ekurole. Now that we know all of this, do you know that there is another language where you can learn to greet as well? In fact, I learned salut, salut, bonui, bonui, bonsoir, bonjour this morning, and you're about to learn something in the French corner this morning. Stay tuned.
Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue. Welcome to a beautiful segment of the program, which is French on Radio with Mademoiselle Taiwo. I hope you're excited. I'm super excited, just like you are. And yes, this is an amazing session where we learn French in a fun way. We're here to learn and yes, to educate ourselves. I know a couple of you have always wanted to learn another language apart from English and yes, our Yoruba language, and this is an amazing opportunity to learn French on radio where we learn French in a fun way. My name is Taiwo Oyeleye, and yes, I'll be your French teacher. You can call me Mademoiselle Taiwo, which means Miss Taiwo in French. Miss Taiwo, yes. So this is a French segment with Miss Taiwo. First, I need you to do something for me. Pick up your pen, pick up your book, and move closer to your radio. Because as a good student, you're expected to write things down when the teacher is teaching you, so you can always revisit it when you're done with the class, and you would be able to understand it more even after the class. Right now, pick up your book, pick up your pen, and move closer to your radio. Merci beaucoup. Thank you for doing that. Alright, so today I'll be teaching you the French greetings, the basic French greetings. First, let me introduce myself. Je m'appelle Taiwo Oyeleye. My My name is Taiwo Oyele. I just said I am called Taiwo Oyele. Je m'appelle Taiwo Oyele. So put your name. Je m'appelle Tolulope. Je m'appelle Titilayo. Je m'appelle whatever name it is you get. Now put it. Let's go again. Je m'appelle Taiwo. Amazing, amazing. So the first greeting we have here is Salut. Salut is spelled Salut. 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 I know you're like, what does this mean? Salut means I. The normal hi in English, the normal hello. So when you get to school on Monday, you can always say salut to your friend. Say salut Kike, salut Titi, salut Tola, salut Ayo, salut. Just whenever you see your friend, just say hi to them by saying salut. That's the French word for hello or I. The next one is bonjour. Bonjour. I'm not saying bonjour. It's not bonjour. Bonjour. Bonjour is Bonjour. 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 It means good day or good morning. Good morning or good day. Bonjour Kike. Bonjour Tolu. You can use this for your friend, but it's mostly used for a formal setting. I mean, when you get to school on Monday, when you see your teacher, you can say bonjour mademoiselle, whatever it is the name of the teacher. Bonjour mademoiselle Tolu Lekwe. Bonjour mademoiselle Favor. Bonjour monsieur Titi, monsieur Tolu. Bonjour monsieur Alex. Bonjour monsieur Tokwe. If it's a female, you use mademoiselle. If it's a male, you use monsieur. But if the female is a missus, you use madame. So if your auntie is married, you will say bonjour madame Tolu, bonjour madame Tokwe, bonjour madame Titi. But a male is monsieur. So you say bonjour monsieur Alex, bonjour monsieur Tokwe, bonjour monsieur Tolu, whatever name you want to put. And yes, bonjour is used from morning till evening in French. It stands for good morning or good day. So feel free if you see your teacher in the morning, you're like bonjour le professeur, and then in the afternoon again, or while you're going back home after the day's work, you can just say bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Bonjour, good morning or good day. Remember, not bonjour, 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 monsieur, bonjour, mademoiselle, bonjour, madame. Amazing, amazing. You're doing pretty well. I'm super proud of you. So we'll move to the next one, which is bonsoir. 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 There will be a space between the bon and the soir, actually. There'll be a little space, not too much, but then bonsoir. 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 That means good evening in French. Good evening. Good evening. Just normal. Mommy, good evening. Daddy, good evening. So by evening today, you can go to mommy and daddy and say, bonsoir, mon ami. Bonsoir, papa. Bonsoir, mama. So you're saying good evening, mommy. Good evening, daddy. Amazing student. So let's move to good night. I mean, it's good to say good night to your parents when you said good morning, good afternoon, which means good day, and then you said good evening. So it's beautiful or it's amazing to say good night, right? Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. The T is a little bit silent. The T is a little bit silent. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. Bonnuit. 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 Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit, mama. Bonne nuit, papa. Bonne nuit, mademoiselle. Bonne nuit, monsieur. Bonne nuit, mes amis. Bonne nuit, whoever it is you're saying good night to. And yes, the next one is au revoir. Au revoir. The one you call au revoir, au revoir, au revoir. No, it's not au revoir. It is au revoir, which is AU, a little space in between, REVOIR. AUREVOIR, which means goodbye. So you're leaving school on Monday, just like you said salut in the morning to your friend, and you said bonjour you are going to say au revoir. If you're seeing your friend tomorrow, you say au revoir, Titi, au revoir, Kola, au revoir, Tope. Just put your friend name and say goodbye to them if you're going home after the end of the day, basically. Au revoir, au revoir, au revoir, au revoir, au revoir. I hope you got that right. And finally, before we go, I would like to teach you how to say, how are you? When you see your friend on Monday, just have a simple conversation by saying, Salut Kike, comment ça va? Salut Kike, comment ça va? And then Kike is like, I'm fine. You're starting to say, Hi Kike, how are you? Hi Kike, how are you? And if Kike doesn't know how to respond, you just tell Kike to say, Ça va bien, ça va bien, ça va bien. That means I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm very fine, I'm very fine, I'm very fine. So, ça va bien, I'm very fine. Salut Kike, comment ça va? Ça va bien. So, how are you, Kike? I am fine. I am fine. Or you say je vais bien. I am very fine. Très bien. I'm fine. Very fine. Very fine. So that is the French greetings we have today. I hope we really learned. So let's start from the beginning again. The first one is how to say your name. Je m'appelle Taiwo Oyeleye. Je m'appelle, je m'appelle, je m'appelle, je m'appelle. I am Taiwo Oyeleye. My name is Taiwo Oyeleye. So put your name, je m'appelle. Amazing, amazing. You got that right. So, salut, salut. I know you're repeating after me, right? Salut, which means hello or hi. Then bonjour, 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 which means good morning or good day. And then bonsoir, 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 which means good evening, good evening, bonsoir. Next one, bonne nuit, which means good night. Then we have au revoir, au revoir, au revoir, which means goodbye. Au revoir. Okay, so that is all on greetings today, and next week we're going to continue. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful segment. Ensure to go over the things you have written. Remember, it's a language. Learn to speak it correctly. So you've jotted, I know you've written something down during the course of the class. Go over it again, pronounce it well. Even if you didn't get a correct pronunciation, try as much as you can. So go over it again, pronounce those words, understand them. Until next class when I see you again. Thank you so much for joining Mademoiselle Taiwo. Au revoir. Au revoir tout le monde. Au revoir les élèves. I'm trying to say au revoir pupil. Au revoir. Bye.
Au revoir. Au revoir. Okay, je m'appelle Favor or Lauren Tola, and I know that you've learned something on French, in the French language today. Well, can we go through again? Au revoir. Au revoir. She said it was goodbye. And then, bonsoir, good evening. Bonne nuit, good night. Salut, hi, hello. Bonjour, good day, good morning. And madame, for married women, if your auntie is married, bonjour, madame, favor. No, I'm not married. So I say, bonjour, mademoiselle, favor. That is it. So you have bonjour, you have monsieur for a man, you have bonne nuit, au revoir, and ça va bien. Ça va bien. You have thank you very much. Salut, Kiki. Comment ça va? Hi, Kiki. How are you? Ça va bien. I'm fine. Thank you very much. Can we try this in about 5 seconds or 5 minutes? Let's see if you got it right. But if you do not understand, just call in right now and ask the question that you want to ask. I'm going to tell Mademoiselle Taiwo to explain it in the next French on radio with her. 0909 88 89 939 0912 22 22 939. 0909 88 89 939, 0912 22 22 939. I don't know want to say au revoir, au revoir very soon. No, I'm still here for you. Hello, good morning. Bonjour.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning. Bonjour. What can I do? What's your name?
My name is Aliyah.
Your name is Aliyah. Okay, if you want to introduce yourself in French, what would you say?
Je m'appelle Aliyah.
Je m'appelle Aliyah. Good morning to you. Bonjour. What can I do for you? You want to ask her a question or you want to answer a question?
I'm to answer a question.
You want to answer a question. Okay. You have bonne nuit. What does that mean in French?
Bonne nuit.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night. Applaudissez. Give yourself a round of applause. Hello? Aliyah? Give yourself a round of applause, Aliyah. Aliyah? You're one of the students that qualified for the Brain Bee competition, yeah?
Okay, ma.
You're one of them?
No, ma.
You're not one of them.
Yes, ma.
Okay, Aliyah, please send your number. Can you listen? I'll call out a number so you can send your number to that number. What is your, how old are you?
10 years.
You are 10 years, no problem. Just listen to the end of the program. I will, call out the number so that you can write it down and send your name and your age to it, okay?
Okay, ma.
Thank you. Merci. Zero 0909 88 89 939 0912 22 22 939. Bonjour.
Bonjour, ma.
Good morning to you. What's your name?
Je m'appelle Farad.
Je m'appelle Farad. Oh my goodness. Give yourself a round of applause. Okay, Farad, what do you want me to do? You want to ask a question or you want to answer a question?
I want to answer a question.
You want to answer a question. So we already know that to say bonjour mademoiselle, that is good morning to a lady that is not married. So if your auntie is married and you want to say bonjour to her, what would you call her?
Bonjour, madame.
Bonjour, madame. Good. Give yourself a round of applause. Okay. If you want to say good night to the married woman, what would you say?
Bonne nuit, madame.
Bonne nuit, madame. Give yourself a round of applause as well. Okay. Faraj.
Ma?
So how have you been? It's been a while since I heard from you.
I'm fine.
Okay. Thank you very much. Your name is also among the list, right?
Yes, ma.
Okay. Don't worry. When the time is right, you're going to hear from me. Good?
Okay, ma.
Good morning. Au revoir. Au revoir. One more call before I go this morning. 0909 88 89 939 and 0912 22 22 939. Oh, that was gone. Can it quickly come in? Bonjour. Sorry, I can barely hear you. What did you say? Bonjour. What's your name? Je m'appelle Ayobami. Good morning to you. We want to answer a question or ask a question.
I want to answer a question.
You want to answer a question? Ayobami, how old are you?
I am 14 years old.
You're 14 years. Okay. I want to say hi or hello in French. What is that?
Salut.
Salut. Please give yourself a round of applause. Okay, I would like to have your number as well. Okay, so please just listen to the end of the program. To the two people I asked to send a number, please 0904 422 to 939. 0904 422 to 939. Don't worry, we'll go on with the French classes, and I assure you it's going to be perfect. Mademoiselle Taiwo is ready for us, and she's going to do a very great job. I want to say au revoir. Have yourself a wonderful day. Bye-bye. My name is Favor Olorantola. Je m'appelle Favor Olorantola. Au revoir.
The sun is out, it's a brand new day. I can't wait to be on my way. I'm ready, I'm ready.